Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. Welcome to HSP405 Advanced Police Operational Command. I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land that we're meeting on virtually in this video, the Muhonina people, which is the land upon which the University of Tasmania Sandy Bay campus stands. I like to do this acknowledgement with a lot of different things that I do because I understand that the community has survived invasion and dispossession, continue to maintain their identity, culture and Indigenous rights. They are also massively overrepresented at every level of the criminal justice system, and particularly in policing arrest statistics. This has been called a national emergency, but I think we are yet to sort of address it as a national emergency. So welcome to the unit. I'm really excited to be working with you all. I just wanted to quickly give you a bit of background about what we're going to be doing and how we're going to be doing it. A little bit about me. Email is definitely the best way to get in touch with me. I usually check it multiple times a day. If you call me on my work phone, it works intermittently at best. It doesn't often tell me that you've called, and if you don't leave a message, I have no record that you've actually tried to get in touch or who you are. It's probably best for you to give me a call on my mobile if you need to. If I don't get to it right away, it's because my meeting days are absolutely chockers. I'll have 7 or 8 meetings in one day. So please just bear with me. I will get back to you and give you a call as soon as I get a free moment. So if you ever get the chance to come to Tasmania and see me, I'm in the Social Sciences building on the Sandy Bay campus, level 5, in room 534. I don't have face-to-face consultation times. It's always best to email me and get in touch so that we can talk on the phone or so that we can Skype online so that we can talk about your assessment and so forth. A little bit more more about me in addition to my teaching, which I love very much. I also do quite a bit of research, specifically focused on vulnerable people that have interactions with police. And my main 2 vulnerable communities that I focus on are young people and LGBTI people. If you want to know more about what I do, I've got a link to my profile there on the slides that I'm using to record this video. I also enjoy riding dirt bikes through forestry with my kids. I absolutely love punk music, and my love of live music often keeps me going in pretty tough times, and I enjoy very much hanging out with my family and doing research with colleagues, just like the picture on the slide here. So what are we studying and why are we doing it? In this unit, we're looking at critical incidents and emergencies, the dynamic nature of those things, and the types of skills that you require as operational commanders to adapt to response plans and all of those types of things. Police leaders are responsible for commanding the policing response at critical incidents within the constraints of relevant legislation and Victoria Police policy, obviously. So we try to get you to think through those things in this particular unit. We try and give you high-order decision-making skills, capabilities required of operational policing in an increasingly complex social and cultural and economic environment. This means working collaboratively with different stakeholders and other emergency management agencies to try and help build resilient communities, respond appropriately, using all of the command and control principles. So we get you to do assignment work that's grounded in critical reflection and decision making around policing incidences that help you sort of think about how you can apply those ideas in the real world. So the overall teaching approach includes the residential components that you do at the Victoria Policing Academy, but also the components that we have on the Milo site, which is hopefully where you're watching this video. So we're looking at the Milo site in terms of developing your knowledge around critical incident policing, around what it means to critically analyse, write essays, all of those types of things. You'll have readings and core skills activities that will help with your content knowledge, and you'll also have stuff related to assessment items. So there might be a module on how to write an essay, for instance. Then you'll have mini lectures like this one, where I talk through the assessment item, including example paragraphs and actual student example assessments from previous years. You work through online activities, including the readings, you complete the assessment, and then of course you complete other assessments and activities at the residential. In some instances, you won't need to do all of the work. For example, if you've got a master's degree or a PhD, there's very limited chance you're going to need to know how to write an essay and how to do referencing, so you can probably skip all of that stuff. But it's there if you need a refresher as well. So it's very much about you thinking of what your skills are and going for the information that you require to help with those areas of concern. So the resources available are the Milo site, obviously, announcements. Make sure you keep your eye on these because I use them a lot to tell you about new stuff that I found and I put up. There's lecture slides and YouTube videos like this one. And there's readings up on the site, and you'll find those embedded in different areas, depending on what you're focused on. So the unit works to slot into the residential studies. It starts with your scenario response essay, then you attend the residential where you discuss and talk about assessment in more detail and all of that sort of stuff, as well as completing other assessment. And then you complete your critical analysis of police response as an essay or as a audio recording and PowerPoint. So there's 5 items of assessment in total, but only 2 of these are those that are attached to UTAS. So we've got the scenario response essay and the critical analysis of police response essay or presentation, you can pick. They're the 2 that you submit through UTAS. The residential stuff is the incident action plan, the operational briefing, and the critical incident hypothetical. And as I've noted before, I've recorded videos about each of these assessment items for you to make it a little bit easier. Very quickly though, the scenario response essay actually gets you to respond to a scenario. You'll engage with the process of applying key emergency management documentation, legislation, policies to that particular scenario and outlining your strategic considerations, decisions and actions, as well as the tactical management of that specific scenario. You'll need to make sure that you've got your head around the legislation, the policy and other case studies, for instance, relating to past emergencies of that type, and you'll need to be able to reference using Harvard style. It doesn't matter what style of Harvard style you use, it can be any one that you find on the internet, but UTAS has got one there that you can use. It's a no-brainer. I'll provide a link to it for you. Just use that one. The word count is 2,000 words. The due date is on the Milo site for you, and the weighting of this one is 30%. Then we've got a critical analysis of police response. This is where you submit an essay or a presentation as per the information on the Milo site, critically analysing a police response to a critical incident or emergency. Make sure you use referencing regardless of whether you do a presentation or an essay. This means you need in-text citations in your PowerPoint slides or in your essay and a list of references at the end of your essay or up in your last slide of your PowerPoint, for example. The due date again is on the Milo site for you. The length, if you're doing an essay, is 1,500 words, and that excludes the reference list. And then about a 15-minute audio recorded presentations. That's about 10 slides, and that also excludes your reference list. And this one is weighted at 20%. That just gives you a little bit of background about the unit. I hope that was helpful. Please don't hesitate to get in touch if you've got any questions, and I'll be doing some videos for each of those assessment items fairly shortly. Hope that was helpful. I'll chat to you all soon. See you later.